trust myself. I don't even need no help. Did it by myself, I don't need no help. Tryna stack money like books on the shelf.
Hundreds in the bag, got me feeling like the man. Shorty body hot sun in the summer on the sand. Way she's working for it, got me feeling like the man. Shorty body hot sun in the summer on the sand.
Did it by myself like a selfie. Nobody try to help me. Came to the club with an island girl. I'ma take it to the crib and let me buy you pearls.
Did it by myself, no one helped me, yeah. Now these bitches want a selfie. I like big gold chains, I like big gold rings. Let me take it to the crib and let me buy you things.
Fell in love with an island girl. I told her only time will tell.
She likes to ride in the ice as well. Will it be forever? Only time will tell.
Did it by myself like a selfie, yeah. Nobody try to help me, yeah.
She likes the ice and the ride as well. Will it be forever? Only time will tell. Big dog status, two-tone paddock.
Okay.
Stacks in the crib, I got a two-floor attic.
Got a two-floor attic, got your girl in the attic. But I'ma bring her right back, dude, don't panic, I'm savage. And nigga, if it's beef, we can manage.
I know a couple guys who walk around with automatics. I got big dog status, I ain't playing, I ain't average. I'ma leave you in static, I'ma leave you in static.
Fell in love with an island girl. I told her only time we tell.
She likes the ice and the ride as well. Will it be forever? Only time will tell.
Fell in love with an island girl.
Yeah.
I told her only time we tell.
She likes the ride and the ice as well. Will it be forever? Only time will tell.
Take note.
Tino, babe.
Yo, Tino, he'll get his dome pop. Satin blue on his whip, but he ain't no cop. Don't stop, spray up his motor till it smokes up. Cause what I bought for insurance, I have it wrote off, you joker. Suck on your mum and take note, cause the foreign ring up in his grill. Like grandma's stovetop, don't flop. Fuck up the game, like this was Roblox. Oh gunner, running this field, I'm for your walk up. Drum roll, load up a cannon and give her more shots. I put your face on a beam, now you're Zordon. Treat you like an old sketchbook, you'll get drawn on. I lead your girl from the back, I'm that raw blood. Wait, who the fuck feels they could do me something? I'll roll up in your ends with a toolie bussin'. 32 ugly as shit, like Miss Rooney's husband. Somebody cut me a deal, I'm just too disgusting. Niggas think they next in line, but they ain't doing nothing. Mask on, metal in hand, Freddy Krueger's coming. Tools all up in your home, I'm here to fix the plumbing. House blown, toaster run, leak gas from your oven. Dior on your girlfriend's face, and she best get to sucking. Head game resemble my dad, cause it was good for nothing. Yeah, I'm still vegan, but I'm down for beef. Niggas think they slick with a dialect, but talk is cheap. Watch your mouth, little nigga, because I roll with heat. Top said there's no returns, and I see no receipt. I put your boy in the back, like he was groceries. Riding round with the burner boy, in case I find any extendo. Licking off shots until it overheats. No mask, did it barefaced, just so they know it's me. Eyes closed, chest wide open, heart surgery. Usher said just let it burn, let's make it third degree. Niggas think everything's jokes until you shoot his queen. Shot was funny as shit, it barely missed the beam. Wax on, then wax off to leave the burner clean. Then open up the Uber app to flee the murder scene. Waving a stick will make them levitate. I raise a toast in the air, let's celebrate. See a couple holding a blade, like it's wedding day. And yous can leave with a slash, just like wedding cake. Bitches on snap in the snacks. Oh no you ain't, know your place. Worked up flawless, you look like bellyache. Beat my dick all off in the face, and let it detonate. All facts, just ask your mum, she'll demonstrate. Damn right babes, I'm a jerk, just let it marinate. I gave it a beat like I was Penfold. And some retarded head, my tongue's mental. Babes, if you die then you die, cause you was meant to. Nigga, all I do is draw, I'm a pencil. Run up on you niggas like the rent's due. Dude, screwed, if I see food, you're on the menu. Your homies have to find the Dragon Balls to resurrect you. Fuck it, you niggas can all hate. I'm better than all of you niggas I don't rate. If your girl's fit, 4 plus 4, she'll get 8. I'm a chiropractor back, just setting them all straight. Scorps, take note.
Yes, people. We are back live. We are back live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube for another edition of the ManDem United podcast, where we discuss all things Manchester United. And more of the conversation is going to be about that glorious Manchester derby win. I think Cherky's still at Old Trafford, stuck in that rondo with Shaw, Cunha, and Bruno. That has been overplayed in my head over and over again, man. The commentary, the visual, the whole nine. As you can see from the title, though, should MBEUMO be the number 9 for the rest of the season? Because a lot of the talk when Amorim was sacked, let me repeat that, when Amorim was sacked and Carrick was brought in and there was talks of who the next manager was going to be, it was going to be MBEUMO or Ahmad playing on that right wing. But we've seen MBEUMO playing the 9, of course, in a more counter-attacking style against Manchester City. But could he be the number 9 for the rest of the season? And Manchester United face Arsenal at the Emirates on, is it Saturday? I believe, yeah, it is Saturday, people. So we'll be discussing that as well. So please keep all your comments, questions, Manchester United related, please, people. Big up everyone supporting Sarcasm City TV. As always, shout out to absolutely everyone supporting in whatever capacity. Please make sure, though, whether you're watching this live right now or you're watching this back after, hit the like button on the video. So important you do that. Hit the like button on the video. Make sure you share this out across all the socials. Yes, it's flawless at Sarcasm City TV, at Sarcasm City TV. Yes, it's flawless on Twitter and Instagram. So make sure you do all of those things. Follow across all socials as well. And just as important, make sure you subscribe to the Sarcasm City TV YouTube channel. Please hit that subscribe button and subscribe to the Sarcasm City TV Extra YouTube channel as well. Big up to King in the cut. Shout out to King. Big up to my nephew in the cut. Are we Sunday? All right, thanks, bless for letting me know. Shout out to Vikram as well. And people, we got another debut. We had a debut yesterday on the Q&A. Shout out to Charlotte each and every time. This person here is someone I respect and rate highly in regards to their football knowledge. Also entertaining as well, people. So I was like, it's only right. Bring him onto ManDem United podcast because he's a real one. And he's a Manchester United fan. So my guy Paul is in the building. Yes, Paul, what are you telling me, man? You good?
What's good, man? Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you for the invite.
Of course, man. Only right, man. It's only right. I was like, yeah, I got to bring Paul in and hear his thoughts and everything. Because obviously we talk on the fan calling shows and they're much shorter. So I'm like, when I hear it in more longer form, all he has to say. So I think there's only one place to start, man. Manchester derby. I don't know how confident you was going into the game, but thoughts on how it played out, etc., etc. Floor's yours, man.
I ain't gonna lie, listen.
Smile. I ain't seen you smile in months, you know.
No. It was good. I'm just angry. I didn't actually watch the game in full.
Okay.
So I missed a whole chunk of the game, but I saw the highlights, and I'll just say we destroyed City. Like from what I've seen, it was chance after chance. I don't even think they really had any like opportunities like that. I think maybe they had like. I think Holland had like
half shots. That was it.
Yeah, half chances. Nothing really like concrete from City's point of view, which surprised me because I won't say it surprised me because this is a Manchester derby. I mean, most people think City, clear of us, which they are, like in terms of like trophies and whatnot in recent times. But in terms of like head to head, like we usually beat them at their ground. Our ground, like it's usually like a very, how would I call it, a balanced sort of like rivalry between teams. Yeah, fixtures, exactly. So I wasn't really surprised. I was just surprised by the number of chances we got during the game. And I feel maybe, hopefully time will tell, were we playing on a new manager bounce or was it, what Carrick was doing. So I think on Sunday when we play Arsenal, I think we probably will find out more. But I'd rather watch that than watch what, I'm not even going to mention his name because I don't think he deserves any sort of respect. He's gone. He's back in Portugal or wherever he is. I don't know. He doesn't deserve respect no more. I'd rather watch what we're watching right now than watch what Ruben Amorim, I said his name, was serving up.
I will continue to dunk on that man till the end of time. I'm not gonna lie. I'll never forget him. Ever. Go carry on.
Why should we? 15th place. Like, we honestly we're starving right now. Like what we have right now is playing out on a new lease of life. Mainu's not leaving anymore. Xerxes at least is not leaving no more, at least for the foreseeable future. We have so many players now that are playing because now I think they have a point to prove. So it's just happy to see, and I just hope that we could continue this momentum and potentially get top 4, because we can get top 4, because I don't see anything between Liverpool and, to be honest, even Villa, because if Villa, I think when Conference League starts, they might be hindered by it. So we need to take advantage as much as possible as we can to finish in the top 4, but we'll see.
No, 100%. A big up to everyone in the chat. I see you lot as well, and I'm sure you've seen the. What was your prediction going into the derby? Was you confident? Was you not confident? Where was you at?
I was not confident. I think I went for a draw. I think I was probably like maybe 1-1 or like 2-1. I'm sorry, 2-2. But yeah, I wasn't thinking we were going to win, like, blow City away or like nothing like that. Because usually anytime we face City, I'm always very like cautious about it. I think the only one time I was like, yeah, I don't think any team is going to win. I think the game was like a goalless draw. I think last year.
It was like 0-0. Yeah, there was a 0-0 last year. Yeah,
that was a terrible game. So yeah, but yeah, I wasn't super confident.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair.
So that's
trust me, we put in it was a very good performance. Trust me, Paul.
Yeah,
best performance we put on in months. Limited them. They had one shot on target, which was like a half chance. They created nothing clear cut. My only disappointment it wasn't more. Say again.
And it was 90 minutes as well, because we don't play for 90 minutes. We play for like what? We play in spells. So maybe 20 minutes, 25. Maybe sometimes on a good day we do 45, maybe 60, and then we just drop off and we give the opposition the rest of the impetus to, pretty much attack, create chances, and then we concede, and then it's like, So putting in a full 90 like that is great to see, Yeah. And we had 3 goals disallowed. I think we had like 3 goals disallowed.
Yes, 3 goals disallowed. I still don't think the last one was offside. I still don't think the Mount one was offside where Cunha ran through. That looked onside to me. When I seen the still, I didn't see the line. They said it's part of his foot was offside, but when I watched it, when I seen the line, I was like, that's not offside.
MBEUMO are frauds anyways. These guys never put the lines up. And but the time I went to London, I found where they was at, and I'm like, ooh, should I pay them a visit? I was like, nah, I'm good. But these guys are frauds. They never put the line up. You never know what counts as offside. They make up their own rules. It's just such a shambolic league, if you ask me. But it is what it is. We did the business though. Yeah.
Oh, I hear it. Trust me. I hear that. And big up to everyone. Jonathan, Erdem, I see you in the chat, FN as well. And I can see you answering the question as well. So we'll get to it because nephew meant, do you want a new striker or happy with what you've got? Happy with what we've got for the time being. Because like I said at the start, as soon as Amorim was sacked, again, I'll repeat that, as soon as that absolute terrorist was sacked and everyone was like, all right, we're going to go to a back 4, it was Ahmad or MBEUMO. That was who's going to play on the right? Which one of them's going to hold bench, etc., etc. And MBEUMO's played very well in this game. Said it's a counter-attacking style. But for the time being, yeah, I'd go with that. Because I thought about it and I thought, all right, who do I want in the line in the 11? Do I want MBEUMO and Ahmad, or do I want MBEUMO or Ahmad? To me, we're a better team with those two on the pitch. And I see people talking about facing low blocks and things of that nature. I think MBEUMO's good enough to lead the line against that. If we play Fulham at home after the Arsenal game, for example. So if we line up with Cunha even though Dogu's playing well, Cunha on the left, and MBEUMO central as the striker, as the 9, Ahmad from the right, and Bruno in the 10, I don't have an issue with that. Don't mean that Sesko or Xerxes need to be go, or they're not good enough, or even though I have my reservations in particular about Sesko. But I look at it and I go, would I rather see that, or do I want to see Sesko in the 9 and then MBEUMO on the right and Ahmad on the bench? Or Sesko in the 9 with Ahmad on the right and then MBEUMO? To me, they're 2 of our better players, Ahmad and MBEUMO. You get your better, obviously you don't force it, but you get your better players on the pitch. To me, MBEUMO's good enough to play centrally, even against low blocks. I see people having reservations, but I'm not going to lie, I'd rather see him than Xerxes or Sesko. Yes, I think Xerxes with MBEUMO and Cunha either side, or Cunha and Ahmad, or Ahmad and MBEUMO either side could work. but I look at the mobility and what we did and the movement, etc. I'm like, and you always have the option of bringing a Sesko off the bench or a Xerxes off the bench. But me, I'm going in Bremo. I'm not trying to see Ahmad on the bench. I'm not trying to see Bremo on the bench. That's my thoughts on it. What are you saying about it, Paul?
I think it's really just all about options. The more options we have, the more we can mix it up. We can say Sesko. I probably understand or hear where you're coming from in terms of MBEUMO. I think MBEUMO is suited to play in that 9 position just because of how he is as a player. I think he can play in that position. But some games, I think we can mix it up a little bit. Like, Sesko probably comes in. The thing with Sesko is, up until a few games ago, I was ready to throw in a towel and say, yo, this is not working. I think we probably need to go ask RB Leipzig for a refund, like, because it was bad, like what I was seeing. Like, it was so bad what I was seeing. But he's turned it around, so we'll give it one more shot. But Sesko, in and out. Xerxes in and out. It's just all about options, honestly. And who says MBEUMO can't play right? Ahmad plays, left, or we could even Bruno play, I think maybe Diallo or either Cunha, one of them in behind, in the 10th position. I know most people say Cunha is not really a 10, but I think I'd rather see him in that position that Bruno occupies, because Bruno's not long-term anyway. So we might as well start experimenting with a lot of those people in our attack. And, one thing I do like about our attack is that we actually have options now. Unlike last season, it was Højlund and Garnacho and Rashford, and that was it. This one now is Cunha. It's MBEUMO, it's Sesko, Diallo's in there, Xerxes in the mix now. Even Dorgu now. That's a new attacker that we've unlocked. Like, we didn't really know Dorgu could literally play on the left wing. Now that's
we didn't know that. We did not know that. That is something new. You are right in saying that. We was unawares.
So that's that's one level now unlocked. So that's another attacker. Mason Mount. I love him or hate him. I'm not really a big fan, but he's scored a couple of goals this season. So I guess that's also another option as well. So just mix and match. So just mix and match. I would want another striker, though. I'm just saying. I just probably would want another striker. Just like I see Mateta. I don't know if he's linked to Villa.
Yeah, Juventus. Yeah, it's Juventus, I think. Oh, has he been linked to Villa? I know Juventus was looking at him on loan. I know that.
Yeah. So Mateta, that's somebody I'm like, if we can make it happen, like, but then again, I think if we do that, we maybe have too many strikers, and then you probably might, one might have to leave, but I don't know. I just feel like I would want more. What am I saying? I think maybe a midfielder, a midfielder more than a striker. I think a midfielder is more important than a striker, but I wouldn't mind a striker either. So it just depends.
Yeah, because it depends how, like, again, a lot of this is dependent also on the manager that we get in. Because the manager we might get in might not like an MBEUMO type as the 9 or a Xerxes type. Maybe they prefer Sesko. Maybe they prefer neither. Maybe it's a mix and match type of thing. But I'm just thinking, that's why I said in particular, for the rest of this season, I look at it for the rest of this season where we're at now, play it. And like you mentioned there, it's options. It's different options for now. We can't, unless we go in the window, there's 11 days left of the window. So unless we go and get a striker right now, which is highly unlikely, because all we've been linked with this window is a midfielder, this secret midfielder. I look at it and I go, yeah.
I think it's Loftus-Cheek, but
anyhow, it's Loftus-Cheek. I hope it's not.
I mean, I'm not against Loftus-Cheek, but
talk about it.
I'm not against it, but I just feel like it could be worse. We could have been like Spurs and ended up with Gallagher. Now that would have made me crash out. That really would have made me crash out. I think Loftus-Cheek is technically secure. It's not glamorous. It's not a out of this world like signing that's just going to wow everybody. But I feel like to do what he's brought in to do, I guess he could do a job. But then again, we're trying to finish in the top 4, so
There
I
we
don't
go. You
know.
know how I know you don't rate rate the signing, Paul, of Loftus-Cheek, because you said it could be worse. Tells you all you
It
need to
could
know,
be.
man. That tells you what you need to know.
I'm not saying I'm like super excited about it. I don't think Loftus-Cheek is like he's been a terrible player. I like when he was at Chelsea, and I think when he played for Crystal Palace on loan, I was like, okay, he's a decent player. He's a decent player. Now that was back in 2018 or 2019. That's what almost 8 years ago now. So things have changed now. He's going to Italy. He's been playing at AC Milan. I don't even know if he starts week in, week out for AC Milan. So I don't know. We'll see. But I think it might be Loftus-Cheek. So
I hope it's
not
not Loftus-Cheek. Because he ain't even the profile we need. We need a central midfielder.
Yeah,
like
we
he's
do
more
need
advanced. Attacking, like we need a legit central midfielder, whether that's someone to compete with Casemiro, a profile to compete with Mano, but we need someone who's either going to be a screener from a defensive standpoint, who's going to sweep
like
in front of the back ball. Yeah, or you're going to get someone who's going to get on the ball and progress the ball, whether that's by carrying it or whether that's by passing it through the lines, who's press resistant. He's more like he's an advanced 8, like he's an attacking midfielder. Yeah, we don't need an attack. We got Bruno, we got Mano, we got Cunha, we got MBEUMO. You got that's just 4 off the top of the head right there who can all play that role. It's like, no, we need central midfielders because hopefully it don't happen. But imagine Casemiro gets injured or Mano gets injured. That's why we need to go and improve in that area. To me, we need 2 midfielders ideally, but we're not going to get 2. Go get 1. That's what I would say.
But again, who's out there? I guess you could say who's out there that is of an affordable standpoint, because Baleba from Brighton costs a lot of money.
Yeah.
Anderson, even though they're struggling right now, will cost a lot of money. Wharton will cost a lot of money. But I feel like these are more obvious names I'm mentioning because these are Premier League players. But I guess Ineos are going down that route because they want Premier League experience, Premier League proven players, Premier League proven managers. So more than likely, they might go for Premier League players. I wonder what happened with the João Gomez links. I'm not really a big fan of him. I'm not really a big fan.
They disappeared actually. They disappeared quickly. We're going.
Yeah, I'm not really a big fan of João Gomez like that, but we were linked to him. So I mean, honestly, I honestly don't know who we end up with, but we do desperately need midfielders. We needed midfielders for the longest now. We should have gotten midfielders in the summer. That Baleba, that was an opportunity to literally get the signing through. 105 million. It was probably going to cost a fortune and whatnot, but in my opinion, if you was already linked to him, you might as well go all out and just put a bid in. Start at 85 million. Let's see what Brighton says. At the end of the day, we probably might end up paying 100, but I'd rather pay 100 for a talent like that. Now, some may say, well, maybe it's a blessing in disguise we didn't go for him because his form fell off a cliff, but he picked it up at AFCON. So it's
he did pick it up at AFCON.
Catch-22. What do we do?
Yeah.
Well, we need midfielders.
Yeah, I think the midfielders you're talking about, when you're talking Baleba and Anderson and Wharton, they're more summer signings for me right now. Even if you don't go and get someone permanent, go get. You remember when we signed Sabitzer on loan? I ain't saying going to get Sabitzer, but go and get a player on loan. There's players out there. Yes, go and get not Sabitzer, but someone who's of a profile we need on loan, who's maybe not the best, who's just decent. We're playing 1 game a week. Remember, this is just to bolster the squad because we are 1 injury away in that area from crisis. If Casemiro gets injured or Mano gets injured, it's absolute crisis. People, I'm talking about as of now. I'm not talking about in the summer. In the summer is where you go and get, like I said, a Baleba or a Anderson or a Wharton or a Stiller or who's the guy at Atalanta? I always forget his name. I think it's Anderson. Yeah, Anderson. Like, I'm just throwing out names. They're big money summer signings that I hear because we need at least 3 I think we need bare minimum 2 midfielders. And that's we don't know who's going to stay because Casemiro's out of contract in the summer. Don't know what's going to go on with Agate. Bruno could leave as well. That would leave us with just Mano. And let's say one of them stays, leaves us with 2. So you need bare minimum 2. In an ideal world, 3. So it'd be interesting to see what indeed does happen. You lot continue to run up the likes though. Hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell as well. Continue to get your questions in also. But it's good that we're talking here in particular about the attack, about options. But midfield, we will see what goes on. Let's see what else you say.
Does anyone have any updates on like Konrad Laimer from Bayern Munich? Is he playing regularly?
Hey, chat, let us know. The chat will know better.
Because if you're looking at like just loan signings from now till the summer, you know, maybe that could be one. I don't know, because I don't really watch Bayern like that week in, week out, but does he play regularly? If not, you know, that could be someone we could just explore and, you know, just test the waters, because Bayern usually have too many midfielders that for some reason one or two of them might not get on the pitch because they have a set team of players that they use week in, week out or something like that. That's how we ended up with Sabitzer. So
yeah, and that's where I'm at with it. If you go and get a Sabitzer, like, because you need it, because that's Madison to hate you when you say, for me, I'd rather wait and go for Wharton or Anderson. Again, that's why I would get somebody temporarily for now. We just need someone from now till the end of the season. Doesn't necessarily have to be a perm. If they went and got someone on loan, I'd understand. Go get someone on loan for the end of the season who's all right, just better than Agate and a profile that we need. So whether that's Casemiro or whether that's Meno, like nobody comes to mind, but that's what the scouting department's there for. Because when we signed Sabitzer, no one were thinking about Sabitzer. And he came in and he did a job. He wasn't spectacular, but he wasn't bad. He did a job. And that's where we're at. We need someone now. If you can get someone that's on the level or better than Casemiro, if you can get someone that's of the level or better than Meno, of course you go and do that. But that's very tough to find in the summer. Never mind January. This is why I'm here sat talking about loan. Go get somebody on loan. Keep saying this. Go and get somebody on loan. And ideally go and get 2 loan players as well. That's what I would say. But yes, I'm not with you lot in the chat. I'm not with the Loftus-Cheek. Yeah, even we need people who play in the pivot. That's not him. That is not Loftus-Cheek. He's not a pivot player. Because we are absolutely bare bones in that area. We're literally one injury away from Agate starting week in, week out.
Limer's injured, actually. So
he's
that
injured. Okay.
He's injured because he's not been playing. They've been playing. Pavlovic and Goretzka. Mm-hmm. So he's injured. But that would have been, say for example, if he wasn't getting game time, that's someone that probably we could have just gone to explore and whatnot. But I don't know. Honestly, I feel like Ineos, Jason Wilcox, and who else? They need to work their magic and find out what sort of midfielder, because we are not really qualified to make that sort of decision. We could throw out names and whatnot, and we could say, oh yeah, you know, we should get this player, that player. But in reality, we're not the ones in the job, and we don't make the final decisions. So they need to sort it out. Maybe honestly, I know most people will hate on this, but what about the championship? What about getting midfielders from the championship? Wasn't what's this guy's name from Middlesbrough? That was
Morgan Rogers. You talking about?
No, not Morgan Rogers.
Right, because he was there. Is it Hackney Hayes or something?
Yeah, Hayden Hackney.
Yeah,
I think
I'm not against it.
So
I'm not against
about
it.
That. What about that? So it's just honestly, it's just doing scouting and having like the right networks and whatnot. France as well, like in the French league, they got so many midfielders that do fit the pivot as well. I don't know whatever happened to that Lamine Camara guy that, you know,
he's playing. He's at Monaco. He's been playing. Lamine Camara.
Oh, really?
He's at Monaco.
Oh.
Yeah, he's been playing well. Yeah. Apparently, he's been playing well. Yep. Mm-hmm. Lamine Camara. Yeah.
Probably missed the opportunity.
I even noticed Hayden Hackney's rating in the championship, and Carrick knows him. Yeah, I hear it.
Yeah, he played under Carrick at Middlesbrough. That's why it's like, hey, like, why not? You know, and even if we're talking loan here, even if we do buy him, I don't think it would be more than like 15, 20 million. Like, I don't think it'd be more than that, but I don't know. I feel like Ineos just need to do their due diligence, but we need midfielders. We definitely need midfielders.
Go scout. Go find midfielders for now, and go and find midfielders for the summer, because we need both. We need midfielders as of right now. Like I said, are those players available? No, Probably not. But go and get the midfielders in the summer that we need. You can address that, but go and get midfielders for now. We are literally, I keep stating, it's an injury away from Agate playing week in, week out. None of us want that.
Here's another shout. James Garner at Everton.
People keep mentioning Garner.
He is out of contract in the summer. So I do believe that if we went in now, we probably wouldn't be paying over 20-25 million for him. So is it something?
Yeah. Oh, so you saying because his contract's running out, you can go sign him in January?
So I don't believe Everton will demand
big money
for him. But then again, we are Man United, and a lot of people take us for a joke in this market. But I don't believe that he should cost more than like 25 million. And if that's the case,
go on.
No, but I'll just say complete.
Yeah.
If it's the case, then I'm all for it because I think he's a decent midfielder, James Garner.
Yeah. No, I hear it. Like for me, I want first teamers. So James Garner would be low down on my list because I'm looking at Casemiro. We need someone to replace Casemiro. That doesn't necessarily mean Casemiro has to leave. If he slashes his wages and he wants to stay, and it's a midfielder in front and then Casemiro, that's cool. We need, to me, first teamers, because you get first teamers and then that forces your first teamers to the bench. Now, if Garner was in addition on a free, because I just let his contract run out, cool. So let's say it was, for example, let's say it was Belieber and Wharton. We'll just throw them two names out there, people. And then you get those two and you get Garner alongside that. I go, yeah, but for me, first teamers is priority, especially in central midfield. Yeah. It's a priority, man. We need first teamers, 110% we do. And yeah, it's on Omar Barad as the CEO and Wilcox and Favell. They do the recruitment. So that's on them. Go and find these players. Nobody really sticks out to me in the Prem. I do like Wharton. My only issue with Wharton at the start of the season was his injury record. He seems to have sorted it out. He seems to have sorted it out this season. Anderson, I'm skeptical of him. I know he's good on the ball, but he's been playing at Forest where a lot of his work has been off the ball. That's my concern. And Belieber, his form. I don't know why his form. That is concerning that his form is just falling off a complete cliff. I'm very, very, very concerned about that. Extremely concerned about that. But big up to you lot. Please continue to run up the likes as well. Let me check how many likes we're on. Let me do the like check. Oh, geez, we're at 27 likes. Hey, 3 more. Get us up to 30 likes, people. Hello. Yes, thank you very much. I love him. Thank you. Okay, thank you. Appreciate it. Okay, that's big. All right. Okay. All right.
So I'm gonna have some because I've only tasted them.
Right. I'll talk to you in a bit. All right. Sorry, people. Interruptions by the boss. I was saying bringing in Cocoa Pops. But where was we at? Shout out to Eddie says that picture of Bruno with Ahmad, Dorgun and Bremo running them down is everything I want. And that's what I'm thinking of because you don't want to play that when you're dominating the ball and we're hitting you on the counter. But you don't want to play that in a low block. Paul made a great point about Bremo and his style of play, even though he's not a traditional number 9 and he's not a Mateta who's the ball's going to get kicked long and he's going to bring it down on his chest and he's going to hold 2 players off and spin off. Because of how he plays and he's very bulldog-like. He's very like his strength, his game. We see him hold the ball up. I think him as a 9 works, especially with the pace. So whether it's Dorgu and Ahmad, you had Cunha in the mix. Bruno can run off him, linking up with Maino as well. And that picture was everything. And that's why I give Carrick so much credit in that game because that's why he went with that front 3. You look at that first goal, that's just speed. Like if we have Sesko and Mount out there, that goal don't happen. If that's Sesko, Mount, Xerxes, Cunha, that goal don't happen. He played on the counter-attack and he wanted his most mobile front 3 out there. Made all the sense in the world, man. For real. It is. And yes, Jason, you told me this already. Harry Maguire played very well. Yes, he did. He played very, very well. He did. Shout out to Maguire.
He's a professional, Maguire. I mean, as much as I'm not his biggest fan in that one point, or I'd say at like 2 or 3 instances, I've wanted this guy sold. One thing I can't take away from him is that he's a professional. And when it comes down to just, playing for the team and just doing or putting in a shift, he would do that. And he would get the business done. Now, I still think we need to get rid of him in the summer. Don't get me
Yeah,
wrong.
that don't change nothing. He still got to go. Same way Shaw played well in the game, Shaw got to go. That don't change my mind about Maguire. He played very well, yes. Does he still have to go? Yes. Same way Bruno played very, very well.
Yeah, but thank you for your services, though. No, but thank you for your services. But we need to cut ties. Like that, Harry Maguire is Ollie era. Like, and that's now what, almost 8 years ago. We need to get rid of players like those. Luke Shaw. I don't even understand how Luke Shaw has survived 12 years, 13 years. I think he's going on now. I don't know how this guy is still here. We got to get rid of players like that. We need to excommunicate players from this team. People that have been here for the longest and have not actually produced anything. We need to move them on. Like, we need to start new. Bruno as well. I know people are Bruno fans. They don't want to hear that, I'm always going at their favorite signing or their favorite quote unquote signing since Eric Cantona, whatever rubbish that these people keep saying. We need to get rid of these players because we need to evolve as a team. We cannot keep holding on to players that haven't done anything for us. So it's just what I'm saying. But yeah.
Shit, I've just gone. I'm back. Am I back?
I was saying, am I frozen?
Yeah, it was me. Flawless, we can use him as backup. Jason, why are we here fighting for squad players? That tells you all you need to know, man. Same way I said to Paul about Loftus-Cheek when he said we could do worse. Like, that tells you all you need to know about players. If we're saying we can use him as backup. Why are we? He's talking about Maguire here.
Oh, no. I mean, I feel like
no 80 million, Paul, for backup.
Yeah, I feel like
them big wages for backup. Like, come on, man.
It's run its course, Maguire. Like I said, like he's a professional, and I respect, how he's sort of turned his career around at United because he really was going through a bad spell. A lot of people forget this. Like, he was really going through like a bad spell to the point where anytime he touched the ball, it was like, oh, he's about to make a mistake. He makes a mistake, we concede from that. Like, it was bad. So I don't want people to rewrite or try and alter what has already happened before. He's grown, he's matured, and he's, been more professional as the experienced player that he is. But backup in 2026, nah, not for me.
Yeah, like, it's not backup. And yeah, the only reason I wouldn't get rid of Maguire, Flawless, because obviously B's get injured a lot. De Ligt needs to clear that up, as does Euro, as does Martinez. But then go in and get another centre back, like, no, I don't think keeping somebody because of potential injury is the reason to keep him. Like, no, I don't think that makes sense. Go and get quality. How about that? Yes, De Ligt seems to get injured a lot. That is a concern. Euro, not too bad. If I'm just having a look at Euro's injury record right now, let me have a look here. I know he got injured early on when he joined under Ten Hag, but then he came back. Let me have a look here. I'm looking here this season. So, for instance, wait, this is telling me here that Euro ain't even been out this season with injury. So Euro's not been injured this season. Maguire's missed a few games this season. He's been out. He missed 11 games. Until he came back on the 12th of this month. Also, let me see. We know about Martinez's injuries. Let me check De Ligt's injury record. Hold up. Where we at? Hold up. There we at. Yeah, De Ligt's been out a long time, and he's still out right now. But you say that's his first injury of the season. And even last season, he only missed 9 games. Well, 10 games, which ain't the worst. Obviously, you want to clear that up as well.
Yeah, so Euro, I think he was injured, I think, in the preseason game. I think when they actually were out here in LA, I think that's when he got injured. So I think that's been his one and only injury when he was at Man United. But we need center backs. We do need center backs. It's concerning that De Ligt, to be honest, De Ligt was always injury prone. He's always been injury prone. I just hoped that wouldn't have been the case when he came to United. Euro has only had one injury, but still,
Yeah, because he's not been injured this season yet. He's not been injured at all this season.
Yeah, Martinez is another one. Martinez is another one that is injury prone. Heaven, I think, has picked up 1 or 2 injuries at United. I know he was injured at one point. So we do need one center back, especially because Maguire now is going in the summer. We do need one more center back that potentially could come in to start potentially. So I don't know who it's going to be. I know some people I think have mentioned Schlotterbeck at Dortmund. I honestly, truth be told, I'm looking at what's his face at Spurs, Van de Ven. I don't care. Like, I'm looking at Van de Ven at Spurs, but he's also injury prone as well. So it's a little like, but I'm looking at Van de Ven at Spurs. I
would definitely take Van de Ven, but I wouldn't play him. You know what? I wouldn't play him as a center back. I'd play him as a left back.
Yeah, he'd be a cold.
I'd have him as a left back. As much as I think he's a good center back, I'd put him at left back. Imagine like Cunha on the left with him overlapping.
Yeah.
How much more space that creates just because of his running it, just because of the pace and also his recovery pace. If you do indeed want to play him at centre back, Jason says flawless. I don't rate him, but he's our third most experienced centre back. You answered your own question, Jason. I don't rate him. Why are we keeping players we don't rate? Experience is overhyped. You know who's our most experienced player? Luke Shaw. Should we keep him?
That's what I'm saying.
Dalot's one of our most experienced players. Should we keep him? Dalot, Shaw, and Maguire are probably our 3, alongside De Ligt. You could add, obviously, don't forget Casemiro, but they're 3 of our most experienced players is Shaw, Maguire, and Dalot. So we should play them 3 because they're experienced. Experience is the most overrated trait because you can be experienced and rubbish.
De Gea was experienced, and half the club wanted him out, including me, and we ran him out. So all that experience stuff is, in my opinion, is fugazi. Are you doing it week in, week out? Unfortunately, Maguire ain't doing it week in, week out. Shaw is definitely not doing it week in, week out. This guy is playing for a contract every time. He's playing for a contract. Anytime Call of Duty comes out, that's when you see him, taking a leave of absence. We'll just do that in air quotes because we already know what he's doing. He's playing for a contract. These people are not serious. We need to get rid of them. We need to stop this. He's our most experienced. We haven't won a Premier League since 2013. This is 13 years now. And a lot of these players have contributed to that. So honestly, we got to get rid. We got to get rid. Thank you for your services, Maguire, but no, we need newer players now. We need newer players. Like, I'm tired of this. This whole, what, he could do a job. He could do a job. That's why we've been asked for years. We've been getting players that can do a job. Not, that's a very, very good player that could really come in. So we need to make smarter decisions.
We do. And to Gavin, who says we have De Ligt, Martinez, Heaven, Maguire, and Euro. Shaw can go in there and cover it. If we buy a left back, we do not need more centre backs. I'd go with, you see, De Ligt, Martinez, Heaven, Euro. I'd go with that for. As much as I'm concerned about Martinez's injury record, as much as I'm concerned about De Ligt's injury record as well, Heaven and Euro, I don't mind. When are we going to find out about these players? Let's play them and see.
I disagree with the Shaw part because we're playing a 2 now. I wouldn't play Shaw on a 2.
He needs to be sold. He needs to be gone. Yes, he played well in the Manchester derby. Game gone.
Yeah, but I would not play Shaw on a 2. So it's either left back, and I really don't want to play Shaw at left. I'm sick of Luke Shaw. Like, I'm gonna be real with you. I'm tired. So when people mention his name, I get triggered a little bit because it's like he shouldn't be here. De Ligt, Martinez, Heaven, Euro. Those 4 are okay. I know Martinez, a lot of people still have a lot of reservations about him, including me. But I feel like going into next season, I feel like I give Martinez one more season. If it's still injury prone and whatnot, then I could be like, okay, cool. We probably need to get rid of Martinez. So the jury is still really out on Martinez. Heaven has done his thing this year. Euro's been a little iffy, but I'd keep Euro because Euro's still a prospect. But you see Maguire's is past it now. He's what? He's almost 32, 33.
Yeah, like again, yeah. This is it. Like we need to be like me with Martinez. I go one further. I'm judging him this season. Can you stay fit from now to the end of the season? If he stays fit from now to the end of the season, I go, all right, let's run it one more season. But if you get a big injury, now, and I hope it don't happen. I want to see how he actually plays because my biggest concern with Martinez is the injuries. That's what it is. That's my biggest concern. As much as there's stuff about his play, I'm not depending on how you're gonna play that give me concerns. I'm lucky and I go, all right, I'll give you a shot, 100%. So yeah, I'm not trying to see Shaw or Maguire here. These men been again. I think who said this? Might have been Eddie who said this, but anyone who's been here pre-Ten Hag needs to go. Anyone. People pre-Ten Hag. These people before Ollie and Mourinho and Van Gaal. If there's any left from the Moyes era, I don't know, need to go.
Yeah, if you've been here pre-Ten Hag, you need to go. So that's what Shaw, Dalot, Bruno, well, Rashford. Hopefully, we get rid of Rashford. I know he's still on the books, but Rashford, Bruno, Dalot, like them sort of players. Like even what Alte Bayende there, I think was under Ten Hag. He probably also needs to go.
Yeah. No, Onana talking about he wants to come back. That's another player. Guess what? He's experienced. Onana. But Ajax played in Milan, played for us.
I forgot he was on the books, Onana. Because when we got rid, I say when we got rid, but when we loaned him out to Turkey, I thought it was done and dusted. But yeah, Onana's still on the books. We need to get rid of him as well.
He can't come back.
Honestly, there's a lot of players we need to get rid of. Onana, Shaw, Dalot, Ugarte. Ugarte needs to go. I don't care what people say. There's no.
I'm gonna pull up the squad list. Give me a second. Carry on, Paul. I'm gonna pull up the
for me, I've never seen a player so useless in my life than Ugarte. Ugarte is rubbish. He's a rubbish player. He does not deserve to be at this football club. It's 50 million poorly spent. PSG finessed us, and they went and they got what's his face that from Portugal.
They got Vitinho.
Oh yeah, and Vitinho. They have a well balanced midfield, and they gave us their leftovers, and now you can see where we are right now.
So this is the squad right here. So you're saying Bayende get rid of?
Bayende needs to go.
Onana's out on loan. Get rid of him.
Even Tom Heaton. Tom Heaton is there. Like, Tom Heaton's what?
Saying get rid of? Yeah, you saying get rid of Tom? Yeah.
I mean, what's he doing? Like this guy's almost 40. Tom don't be playing. Like, get rid.
So honestly, so Bayende, Tom Heaton, Onana.
All three. We can't get rid of. Three goalkeepers. So one of them by default would have to stay. So I guess maybe Tom Heaton will stay.
Yeah, Tom Heaton is the backup.
But in reality, like, what is he doing there? What is
he just for a choice, He just for a choice. That's all he's there for.
Like, but anyway. So Dalot, yes, Dalot has to go.
So you're saying Dalot has to go.
Dalot has to go.
We keep it Mazurari and Delete.
In Portugal, he needs to go.
Okay. Maguire, we saying gone.
Yeah, Maguire needs to go.
I'm selling Malacia as well.
Malacia needs to go.
I'm selling Malacia. Luke Shaw can go as well.
Yeah, sure. Get him out of here.
Obviously, Diego Leon, Fredrickson, youngsters.
I'd loan Diego Leon, and
he load him out.
I'd loan him out.
Midfielders, Mount, I'm getting rid of.
Mount needs
Bruno,
to get.
Bruno, I'm getting rid of.
Casemiro's
depending on his wages for me. If you can slash his wages and keep him.
Yeah, Casemiro's an if. I'm okay with keeping Casemiro for one more year because of that. This is a player where you could say experience does matter.
Yes.
Like I hear it with Casemiro because he's been there, he's seen it all, he's done it all. So that's the only player where you use experience. You don't use experience with people like Luke Shaw or Mason Mount or Maguire. That's not experience. These guys have not played in Champions League finals and won 4 or 5 Champions Leagues. Come on now. Ugarte, get him out of here.
Yeah, Ugarte can go. Collie, you know what? Collie, I'd bring back as a squad player, I'm not gonna lie. I'd bring him back as a squad player. I still go inside 3 midfielders, but yeah.
I think he is back, Collier, because he's not on loan. I think he was on loan in the championship, and I think
he was, so he might be back because it's not saying on loan. Yeah, Ugarte go.
Yeah,
forward. Hoyland, yeah, he's on his way out.
He's on his way out.
What you saying about Xerxes?
Xerxes, I keep Xerxes, but
Keep Xerxes?
again, I don't know what the summer could bring. I don't know what the summer could bring. I think if we do go for a striker, he might be a casualty as a result of us bringing in a new striker. But I will keep Xerxes. I will keep Xerxes.
Obviously,
will-
Hoyland is Napoli. It's an obligation if they finish top 4, which they probably will.
Yeah, they
Ahmad
probably
and
will.
Bremo. Sesko's only
Yeah.
just got here.
This guy here.
Cheeto alone.
Cheeto
You
needs
say
to
about
go.
Rashford? Say about Rashford?
Rashford needs to go. Like he needs to go like right now. Like there's no hesitations. Barcelona, pay the money, man. Pay the money. I don't want to hear none of that broke talk about, oh, we want to renegotiate. No, it's 30 million. 30 million. Like I don't know what kind of financial issues these guys be having over in Spain. I don't want to hear it. 30 million. That does not cost anything for y'all. Like you guys are sponsored by Spotify. You guys got Travis Scott and all these other people. ASAP Rocky coming to your games. Like, listen, you can afford 30 million. Stop this broke shit. Seriously. Pay the money, put up or shut up. And Rashford needs to go. That's all I know. Rashford needs to go ASAP. So
I want a perfect segue introduction to this guy because we're talking about whether Rashford should be leaving. Eddie, what are you telling me, family? You good?
Come on, man. Talk about poetic. They called Rashford
I hear
hate.
you talking about Rashford, yo.
That's what I'm saying. It was the
bad.
bad signal. It was the bad signal. The words Rashford hate, and I hopped out the window for it. So this is what I'm here for, man. Shout out to Paul. Welcome to the gang officially. Always
man.
been a part, but good to have you on stream, big dog. Hope
Thank
everything
you,
is
bro.
well. Hope the family doing all right and everything, boys.
We alive. That's the most important thing. So
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So Eddie, we'll get your thoughts on it. So we'll go back to where we was at, Eddie, before we get your thoughts on everything. So we're saying goalkeepers, buying there, Onana gone, keep Tom Heaton, keep Salimenzo, you saying?
Send Bindier back to Turkey. Let his beard connect one time, man. That's what I'm talking about. He got to go. Tom Heaton, for the homies, yeah, he can stick around. Onana, dear brother, you know what it is.
Yeah. He's in Turkey. He can stay there.
Yeah.
We saying about he's the low, yeah, he's gotta go. 100%.
Oh, he's gone. Portuguese Mafia, Black Nigel Farage in the building. Get him up out of here. Get his ass up out of here. See who else is around.
Because we were talking about centre backs obviously just before as well, but keep Maz, what you saying about the Lit, Maguire, Martinez, Euro Heaven, etc.
You can sell Martinez. Everybody else can stick around.
Oh, Jesus, you keep him. Go on.
I'll keep the Lit. The only ones who I have I have a problem if they leave is the Lit, Euro, Aiden. Yeah, it's about it. Of all the defenders, and we might have some conversations about Dorgu being on that defender list. Like we gonna have to. I'm thinking
they might have to change that. Yeah, they might have to change that. Where you at with the likes of you said there, Martinez gone? Where you at with the likes of Maguire, Shaw, Malacia, etc.?
Sean should have gone yesteryear. He should have been out of here. Maguire, he got to fill the quota. Shout out to DEI. Who else? Who else you say? Martinez can get sold. He had a good game, but yeah, man, I got Aiden Heaven, I got Euro. That's the future, in my opinion. And so I think they both fit two different roles and can be a partnership for a long time. And so that's how I see the defenders list looking.
Fair midfielders, you got Mount, Bruno, Casemiro, Ugarte, Meno. Obviously, they're the starting midfielders we got. Where you at with that?
Yeah, that first two can go, of course. Casemiro can stay. Ugarte can go. Colby, of course.
Yeah.
Collier, jury's still out. If I can get a good deal for him, I'd send him too. Because I just feel like midfielder is always going to be a talent field pool. So if you let one go, there's a strong likelihood you can bring another one in that can do what he does plus more.
Yeah, fair.
That's how I see him.
And then forwards, obviously Highland on loan, on him gone, but you got Konya, Xerxes, Ahmad and MBEUMO, Sesko, Rashford. I've seen you players.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. Wheatley can go. The kids can go. I think that's probably our.
With Cheeto and Wheatley.
Yeah, and who else is down there? See one more.
Yeah, Sancho's on loan.
Yeah, free my boy, dog. Shout out to Sweetie. I'm thinking. I'm thinking. Rashford, of course. Yeah, that three can go.
Can go.
Because I think honestly the what's his face kid, the Lacey kid looks decent.
Shea Lacey, yeah, he's not even on there, but yeah, you can throw Shea Lacey.
He looks decent.
Option. Yeah,
he's an option. So yeah, I think that's where I'm at with the squad in general, man. I think I would want some more senior type players. Like I get the Carrington thing, you know. A lot of these Manchester United fans got to calm it down a bit. At least put some wet signs on the floor for all this Carrick and all these other types of dudes coming through the academy having an influence. Like, let's relax a bit. Don't have too much fun with that. But I think the future is bright, man. I think, like you said, like I said, like I'm sure Paul has said, we had Al Amarim at the helm.
Yes.
We had Al Amarim at the helm, so we had to go 2001 George W. Just firing all kinds of places. No discretion, bro. No discretion whatsoever. Had to get him up out of here. So that's kind of how I see that whole thing shaking out.
Speaking of that, Eddie, because we not spoke about him for Manchester Derby, Carrick's first game. Very, very good win. Very, very good performance. Thoughts on it?
Man. Who knew if you kept the game simple, players wouldn't think as much? Who knew?
Yeah.
Like, there's certain things that, and again, you saw the thing that I've loved this season.
Go.
We've seen the despair in the face of our rivals. We really have. Like, you think about how Liverpool felt about themselves after that ass kicking we put on them. Right. Then you bring it to Man City, how they felt about themselves, man. It was beautiful. Those 15 fans had to cry together in a prayer circle, man. I loved it. I loved it. I was here for it. And so to the performance, it was just like, it just brought me back to the good old days. Not gonna lie, where we were fouling hard. Like, we had questionable tackles. We played with a level of aggression, bro. And that's all. I'll take a couple oranges. You know, that in between yellow and red, just to set the tone.
They did that. We did.
I'll take a couple of them.
We did.
So that was cool. Individual people, like, I wouldn't. I think it was just all around the board a good effort. Like, I can't pick out one and be like he was head and shoulders above everyone else, because I think everybody just did their job to a very high level. I know for formalities. One sec. I think I have some.
No stress, Eddie. All good. You lot continue to run up the likes, hit the subscribe button. Get any further questions in as well. I wait for Eddie to go back. Paul, I'll go to you. Arsenal coming up on the weekend. How confident are you going into that game? Has the City game given you more confidence? Obviously, Arsenal struggled against Forest, stalemate. They also played tonight as well. So that's the Sunday kickoff. Where are you at? See, I've not seen you smile in the streamer hour. I've not seen. We've been speaking for the year and a half. Yeah, I ain't seen you smile this much in the year and a half.
Yeah, I mean, United put us in the trenches, man. So I ain't gonna lie. Like, when you're deep in the trenches, like we've been, it's like, hey, there ain't really too much to smile about over here. Right. But Arsenal, man, I really want to beat these guys. Like, for years in the Premier League, we've not won over at the Emirates in like 9
since 2017.
years. Since 2017. And I remember that the last time we went over there, that was such a good game too. Honestly, they kind of had so many chances that I'm still surprised we won that game 3-1. But we took our chances and they weren't clinical. But still, Arsenal, bro. These guys, we gotta beat them. Like I don't know how, I don't know what, I don't know where, I just don't know how. Like we have to beat these guys. Like we just have to beat them. Now it's not going to be easy because as much as I don't rate the way they play, it's like they have a formula as to how they play. So I'm just hoping that we're still playing off of vibes and that the way we play confuses them because I don't think, and some of the Arsenal fans that might be in the chat might take this the wrong way. I don't really care, but the reality is, I just don't rate the way they play. I don't rate the way they play. Like I said one day, I'm like, how can you tell me the Premier League in 2026? You look at the first name on that sheet in the table on the table log, and you see Arsenal. You're like, oh, okay, they must be playing amazing. You watch how they play. It's like, but then again, it's like it's a sad indictment on the Premier League because the Premier League, you look at the rest of the 19 teams and you're like, oh, okay, I get why they're head and
Hey,
shoulders.
Paul.
These guys are
Don't
terrible.
even feel bad, boss. Don't even feel bad, Paul. Stevie Wonder don't like the way they play either. So you feel me? You're not alone, big dog. You're not alone.
It's terrible. It's terrible. Like I don't understand how these guys are clear of everybody, and it's like I just don't rate the way they play. I just really don't. I don't rate Arteta. I think Arteta in reality is just what, when you don't get that many chances to fail and fail and fail. And now people are running this whole, well, they stuck with him. So now he's showing, he's showing the reason why, we trusted him and why we kept the faith in him. But in reality, this guy should have been fired 4 or 5 years ago. So I just look at it as like, this is the one time in Premier League history, I'm like, if they do win, they would be officially the worst team to lift a trophy. I don't care. I don't care. I'm a hater like that. These guys are not good. I don't like when a team plays well and they're just good, you're like, all right, cool. You hold your hand up and you say, fine, fair play. Like they wipe the floor with us. But when you look at Arsenal, it's like these guys haven't played good football since like 2023. They play this terroristic football where it's like, oh, it's like Stoke City 2.0. And you're almost like, yo, is that Tony Pulis disguised as Mikel Arteta? Like, what are we doing over here? Like, I don't know. But listen, Arsenal on Sunday is going to be tough. It's not going to be easy. But I hope we could get a result. I hope we could get a result because I think we could do a result.
Close yours, Eddie.
Other than those two center backs and Declan Rice, I think they can get got at. I think if we put those fullbacks in positions where they have to defend against our wingers, I think we'll be okay. Because I'm looking at who they can put out there. Ahmad is a problem for anybody.
Yeah.
When organized, Dorgu can be a problem for anybody. Because the one thing that happened during that City game that I was just I couldn't believe, we actually looked athletic. We actually looked like we were part of the Premier League.
Yeah. We did.
Broski.
We did.
I said it in the chat. When I look at Bruno, right, and I see them three Africans running hard as hell, tears, homie, tears.
Yo,
you gonna tell me
idiot.
Dorgu, brother named Dorgu,
this guy a fool,
brother named Ahmad, and brother named MBEUMO. You know the teacher messing up those names at school. You know the teacher.
Hey, you see, hey Eddie, sorry to cut you off. Just look at Dorgu's middle name, man. You try to pronounce that. But go on, carry on.
Dorgu's one of my people. He's Nigerian. He's Igbo. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. I knew. Yeah, man. Translated is the God's gift. I tell you that middle name, boy. That middle name, boy. I read it. I was like, okay, we know where he's from. We know where he's from. So I enjoyed that type of profile from us. And then you think about Mazraoui, who had a hell of a game, not a hell of, but solid game in that AFCON final, which
Yes.
was just Africa at its purest. Again, people, you can't get 22 Africans on one pitch and think there's not going to be a delay for an argument. It's not happening, people. It's life. Deal with it. That's what we own. So you factor him into that. The center back pairing, the stability they provided. And again, that's dealing with Holland. And I think,
yes,
to Paul's, this thing where he's talking about how Arsenal play.
Yeah.
City is a bit more complex when it comes to the attacking part of the game. Arteta is a watered down Pep. So what he has Arsenal doing is being organized and playing hard and making it difficult for the opponents. At the same time, though, they make it difficult for themselves to score because of how pragmatic he is as a manager. So that could play in our favor, right? You see what happened. What happened with Nottingham Forest was you're a team that's solid defensively going up against a team who does a great job of guarding itself. So it plays into your hands a bit, right? So now we have to capitalize on the opportunities that we get in order to make them pay and get a result out of this one. And I think with the players we have at our disposal, whether that's subbing in a Sesko to I don't know if Xerxes is going to be available or not, but even to the midfield, right?
Yeah.
So I like our chances, man. I think because the one thing Carrick has done is just revitalized the entire team from just I want to say a togetherness point of view,
Mm-hmm.
Like they moved as one in that whole game. There was no real big gaps in our team. So that's a credit to him and his staff and what they've been able to do. And one more thing. Shout out to Nicky Butt. Shout out to Paul Scholes. As somebody who continuously slanders Manchester United players until they win something worth talking about, I'm right there with you, bro. We can lock arms like we protest them, homie. We gonna slander them all, man.
Yeah, you know what? We even gonna go there. I forgot about that. Let's talk about that.
The Nicky Butt thing and the Scholes. You see, I hear it. I hear it, right? In terms of, I rate how open and honest they are, because especially when Scholes was calling out Amarin, I was like, yo, he's the only person, ex-player, that was really saying it as it is. Now, I do think these new attacks on Lisandro Martinez, I think it's a bit over the top. I think it's a bit over the top in terms of, like, you might just need to just calm down a little bit. I'm not necessarily Lisandro's biggest fan, so I kind of hear where they're coming from, but I kind of just feel like, just tone it down a little bit and just chill out. And just pretty much just let the stuff age. Once it ages, if Sandro picks up another injury or whatnot, then it's like, I guess you were proven right. Now, another thing that I don't know if you mentioned was the Roy Keane thing. Roy Keane and
That's
Michael.
That's a different story.
Talking about life and some crazy shit like that. So
you know what that is? That's from a tweet, because his wife tweeted about his 2014. Carrick's wife tweeted about Keane.
Oh wow!
Because
look, man.
Yeah. So what it was, we lost 2-0 to, I think it was Olympiacos, and Carrick did the post-match interview, and then Keane was talking about he needs more personality in the post-match interview. That's just like the game, flat, what's going on. And then I'm paraphrasing, but Carrick's wife tweeted like, Roy Keane, I think he called either a prick or see you next Tuesday, and was like, does anything to provoke a reaction. Bear in mind, this is like 2014, because Carrick was playing, and we know how long Carrick's was playing. So that's why he said what he said. You know what Keane's like, man? That man will hold a grudge.
Like for me,
I think Keane and Carrick played together, right?
No,
they didn't.
No.
Remember, because Carrick took his number.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
That's my thing with Keane, right? Like, Keane got beef with everybody. Bro. Like, I'm not here for that because I know it's petty. I know it's petty. First of all, I've had this happen in my personal life.
Go.
Sometimes, people drinking and they say shit or they type shit. I don't know what type of mood she was in, but I've had the homies girl fire off some shots at me. And I had to pull my homie line offline, like, hey, bro, you gonna have to answer for her. That's all I'm saying. And I left it at that, right?
Yeah.
Because in that moment, I knew she was out her mind. She was going through some shit. I'm out here being your homie. She gonna talk to me crazy because she's tired of talking to you crazy. So now it's my turn, right? But there's a code. There's a code. I never brought her up again.
Yeah.
I never directly shot shots at her the way that King just did that when you talk about old girl on the podcast, bro.
Yeah. Well, he holds a grudge.
That's where I draw the line.
Yeah.
Because we know better. We dudes like that. We know better, right? And so we know where we can go compared to where they can take it. So I'm just of the mindset like that ain't nothing. That ain't nothing. Now, my thing with what Paul is saying about them taking it too far, I have no problem with that. If somebody's opinion is they took it too far, I'm cool with that. I draw the line as they need to shut up. Like they don't need to speak on Manchester United at all because of we need our legends to speak highly of our players. Woo woo woo. If you want state propaganda, go turn on one of your local news stations. Don't come to a podcast that these dudes start throwing flowers and roses because, to be honest with you, you have to think about it from their perspective. Those two dudes right there are part of the reason that we can talk as greatly about this club as we can.
Facts.
So their opinions will always be valid. Now, we might disagree with them, and we have every right to disagree with them. We don't have to kiss their feet either. We can tell them they talking shit, they doing too much. We can do that. But don't get out here talking about what do these two dudes know about the game of football in 2026. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Like they built this shit brick by brick. And I'll be tired. They be tired. They let another.
Facts, yo. I built this shit.
They really
brick by brick.
I'll
be jammed if I let a nigga tear it down just because you like that. Yo,
they talking.
See this great, yo.
That's how I feel, bro.
Yo.
Imagine we got people online telling Paul Scholes to shut up about Manchester United.
Yeah,
Paul Scholes, bro. Just tell him you talking foolishness.
Yeah, I wouldn't say, I think Scholes is 100% justified in his opinion. So I'm never going to go against Scholes. Like for me, I was totally backing him, especially when he was going to Amorim 100% because I think he was the only person that was really calling out Amorim when the other people in the fan base were saying, oh, you know what, he's not been supported and whatnot. He was the only person that kept it real and said, nah, this is unacceptable. 15th in the league. I don't care what the optics, what the scenario is. This is unacceptable. So Scholes kept it a buck there. In terms of that. Listen, I don't know what the situation is with Lisandro. I don't know how, this plays out, but we'll see. For me, with Lisandro, I get his qualities, but I'm also the type of person that I'm like, I would get rid in the summer if things don't improve because he has advantages and disadvantages to his game, but I feel like the disadvantages way more than the advantages. And I just feel like I don't think we can have a player like that. But then again, there are more players that need to leave before he does. So,
I think with Lisandro, with me, I've always said like he's serviceable, but he's injury prone and he's getting older. And I have a talent in Aiden Heaven and Lenny Euro that I want to see where this goes, right? And that's the thing now. These comments were made before the game, correct? The whole we're gonna put it in.
So initially, it was the preview on their podcast where they spoke about it and he was worried about Haaland and it was saying Haaland and Martinez is a mismatch, and then tongue in cheek, but said that.
Now let me ask you, Flawless.
Yeah, go.
How many people do you think said the same thing?
Oh yeah, ample people said the same thing. I didn't go that far, but was I concerned about that matchup? Yes.
You feel me? Yeah, you're a bit more measured, but you know,
it's Erling Haaland. Even if you got your prime defenders, it's Erling Haaland. That's going to be a concern for anybody, especially in that City team. Like, of course,
that's where I'm at with it. Like, I don't want people to act like everybody was rallied around the troops before that game. We were just begging for it not to be an embarrassment.
Mm-hmm. We're looking
and
for
now with these guys, again, it hit different because they're club legends. That's why people are so hurt about it, because they think they always supposed to have the pom-poms, always supposed to be rooting these players on. But Paul can tell you, bro, the old school NBA players hate on the new school NBA players like it's another job for them. This is nothing I'm not used to with regards to the old schools, not necessarily like what the new school is presenting. So that's I'm like, let's not get too big over it, people. Like, it's a couple of old dudes talking shit like they would if they had a couple of drinks. Do you want them to have a bit more decorum because of who they are? Yes. But me personally, I've always been a fan of people showing me exactly who you are, so I don't have to ask any questions in the future.
Yeah.
If that's how you feel about this topic, cool. Let's get it all out there on the table, so when I catch you in some bullshit, I'll bring it back that, you said this, right? So that's where I'm at with the situation. I don't want people to take this the wrong route into where these guys feel like they got to be some type of social justice warriors defending their honor because a couple of comments were placed by faceless accounts. And then I got my legends looking stupid online, man.
Yeah, we'll forever talking that. Paul, I know you got a dip, anything you want to add?
I guess maybe just one more thing is just to be honest, everybody is entitled to their opinion, honestly. So I feel like Scholes and Nicky Butt are 100% justified in what they're saying. I do feel the Martinez thing might be slightly over the top, but again, it's an opinion. As long as they don't get personal, like with Carrick and Keane, they're free to say what they want. They're not paid by the club no more. They're not, they're not. They don't work for the club, so they're 100% justified in saying what they want to say. And we need people like that, honestly, to speak that. We need some honesty in this fan base, because there've been a lot of people who've been lying to people in this fan base every time that failure is acceptable. That, we finished 15th and it's okay. We just need to get more players for a failing manager that's been failing. We need to get out of that concept of just, having failure being acceptable. Failure is not acceptable. We are Manchester United. We've been one of the biggest clubs, or we are still one of the biggest clubs in the league, in England, even arguably the world, because people call Real Madrid Barcelona. We're in that category. So we need to know who we are as a team, and fans need to uphold the standards high. So that's literally all I'm going to say. Flawless, thank you again for having me on the show. Hopefully we run it back again next week.
No, we're running it back. This is the pattern. This is the pattern, man. This is the future. This is it going forward, man. Trust me.
Yeah. So we'll be here next week talking about United. Hopefully we beat Arsenal. Because I want to come on here and talk about, oh man, we lost and this and that. And I know too many Arsenal people. That's why it's personal to me. It's personal to me, and not be losing to Arsenal.
So, let me ask you, Paul, scoreline prediction for that game before you go.
Woo! Scoreline prediction. I'm just going to go safe and just go 1-1 or 2-2. 2-2. Yeah.
First. All right. Paul, big up, man, every single time.
Appreciate
it. Hey, Paul, you still in LA?
Yeah, I'm still in LA. I'm still at that club every Friday night. So
yeah. When I come back, I'm pulling up on you.
Yeah,
I'm pulling up on you for sure.
Yeah, we throwing a party. We be doing Afrobeats, hip hop, and all that stuff. So
yeah.
Okay, yeah.
All right, brothers, man.
Hey, blessings every single time,
smooth.
Paul. Big up, yeah? Every single time. Shouts to Paul, man. Big up. You're going to see Paul here on a weekly basis. But go on, Eddie. Carry on. You was talking about the whole Martinez versus Scholes and Nicky Butt situation. I'm going to give my thoughts on it as well, people. Further thoughts, I should say.
I mean, again, it's like, I just, like, you know my sense of humor. I be saying shit like that all the time.
That is definitely something
damn,
you
man, so I would have called him here. Shout out to the homie calling him the Hobbit. I should have used that bar. The Argentinian Frodo Baggins. That's what I'm talking about. Hairy foot and all that. So me with that, it's like, again, I got a bigger problem with King, because King strikes me as a person who is down for a fight. So he'll really take it there if he don't rock with you.
Yeah, like 100%. Because bear in mind, Carrick's wife said that in like 2014. It's now 2026. So this is a long time ago. And he's waited for that. Because how does he know Carrick?
That's
and then
what
when
I'm saying.
Carrick said, and it's like, that's still in your mind, you know. That's a different type of pay.
I'm still beefing with the girl who punched me in my stomach in 97. So I get it.
See, you on that type of time. You know what?
I'm on that type of time.
I'm not. Yeah, I probably won't call out someone's wife, but yeah, I am. I'm on that type of time. But that being said, Sky Sports, Roy Keane was supposed to do the interview for Sky Sports, and they declined it, and it ended up being Gary Neville. So obviously, Carrick feels some type of way, or maybe the club, maybe Carrick, maybe both feel the type of way about it.
I wouldn't be shocked if both.
Yeah, which is both. And to Gavin, who says saying Lissandro would get carried around on Haaland's back is a bit personal. Here the thing is though, because Nicky, but when they did their response video, make sure you check it out. He was saying it's tongue in cheek. Obviously, I'm not saying literally he's going to carry him, or he's going to carry him. I see, you know what? I see both sides. I see why Martinez would have an issue with that, because it is beyond football. But you are going to get criticized at Manchester United when you're being at Manchester United. And it was a concern, because I said this before Martinez responded, that I think that was the part that he has an issue with it. But then Paul Scholes revealed on that same pod as well that Martinez they had messaged each other privately beforehand. So he had said something about Martinez beforehand. He didn't state what it was or how long ago it was, but Martinez has said that he'd lost a lot of respect for him. And Scholes sent him his number. Scholes sent Martinez his own number, and he said he didn't message him. So clearly there's previous anyway with this with Martinez. That's something people are missing. This ain't the first time he's felt offended by something that I don't know if, I'm presuming Nicky but wasn't on there. So it's kind of like you're guilty by association, because Paul Scholes has said something previous that Martinez don't like. For him to say to Scholes, I've lost respect for you. So now Scholes has said something else. Nicky Butt said something else before a big game. So it's previous, but to me, I ain't gonna tell people what to be offended by or not be offended by, but you gotta it's thick as skin. Like, go out there and put in a stellar performance, which you did.
That's what I'm saying. Martinez, I'll always say it once, I'll say it again, bro. Just you playing for Manchester United in 2026.
Yep.
You ignore what the rest of our fans say about you when you have a bad performance. Do it with him. Stop looking at the name, play football.
Facts.
That's always what I'm going. That's always going, because again, you play a game and you play for a team where the stakes will always be high, so opinions will always be high on your performances. It is what it is. It comes with the territory. You saying you losing respect because of a guy, he ain't saying nothing crazy about your wife, your kids, your family, your country. He talked about what you look like while you're performing for a club. That again, if we just being honest, like he's a pillar in this club. So whatever he says goes. So where'd you go? If Sir Alex says some crazy shit, you gonna say, I can't respect Sir Alex anymore? Not saying they're on the same level, but you set that precedent.
Then now people are gonna look like if somebody else does say something about you, and maybe it is. Maybe because he does rate their opinion because they are ex-legends. Maybe it is that. And yes, the Gavin show with rants up next. Yes, and you lot continue to run up the likes. We ain't closing out just yet. Mention it in the title because obviously, Eddie, we've seen MBEUMO playing the 9 against Manchester City, counter-attacking style. And all the conversation when Amorim was sacked was about whether it's going to be Ahmad or MBEUMO playing on the right wing and whoever's going to be on the bench. Where are you at with till the rest of the season and Bremo playing as the 9? Or are you looking at more Sesko? You looking at
Keep
more
it going.
Zek?
Keep it
You saying
going.
Okay.
If as long as there's a structure, there's a method to the madness, I got no problem, bro.
Got you.
I saw it work at points. I saw more control. I think the best part of that performance was just us utilizing the middle of the pitch.
Oh shit, Bodo Glimt won the Liverpool against City. Mad. Sorry,
We
go.
fucking broke them. We fucking broke them. I told you. I told you. You saw what happened after Liverpool lost to us. You saw what you remember them days.
Yeah.
Mons was out here making 5 videos in one day. Shout out to Mons. Shout out to the pool fans that we respect, but dark times, brother. Welcome to the 9th. Well, you're down the 9th floor. You're like the second. You'll get there though soon enough. But yeah, I'm here for it because again, like I said, that pace and power is what we're always going to be a fan of. Especially like United people don't necessarily like ballers like that, and so what they do a good job of all three of them is they push the tempo, right? They push the tempo, but then their skills back up their athleticism, so they can make movements that Bruno can take advantage of. They can position themselves accordingly. They're free flowing, right? So. I think it's a good situation. It's a good problem. It's like what they call a first world problem. Certain things like you just consider them not too big of a problem because of what you have in abundance. I look at our attacking options. If you want to go aerially,
we really look at this. It's 2-0. Yo, they really getting moved to by Bodo Glimt. Hey, big up.
See, show the name. Show the name one time, Flaw. Show the name one time. Say that again. Show the name one time. Show the names one time.
Oh, see, by Dream Killers FC.
This is what we own. Go to the Emirates with the muddy shoes. Feet all up on the couch. Feet all up on the Persian rug, just smearing that mud up in them joints, brother. That's what we own. I gotta cut out. Something just came up, bro. My fault.
Don't stress, Eddie, man. I'm gonna close out anyway, but big up Eddie. It's all good. Before you go, scoreline prediction for the Arsenal United game, I should say.
Oh, bro. Like I said, it's dirty boots setting. Give me 2-0 at the Emirates to United.
There we go, man. I hope you're right, man. I hope we get the dub. I see a draw.
Sir.
I think we draw 1-1, but Eddie, big up, man. Blessed for joining as always.
Always, man. Shout out to the chat. Vikrin, Gavin. Who else was up in here? MUFC 2026. All the real ones showing love. El Jefe every fucking time for keeping me on this platform. Even when I say crazy shit, like Lissandra Martinez, make sure your short ass show up on Sunday. You feel me? And we up out of here, boss. All right, my G.
Every time, man. Big up every single time. Yeah, Eddie. Shouts to everyone in the chat. Please make sure you continue to run up the likes, whether you're watching this live right now or watching this back after. Big up everyone listed on all the audio platforms as well. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Again, big up Vikrin, big up Gavin. Also, who else is in the cut? King, I see you. S. Madison, Chin Lu. Who else was here? Just scrolling up as we speak. Jason was in the building as well. Yeah, man. Shout out to all the members, all the moderators, all the regulars, all the new people. Don't forget as well, people, this show and all the other shows on the main channel right here, apart from watch-alongs, fan calling shows, and members content available on all audio platforms, people. So Spotify, iTunes, SoundCloud. So if you want to listen audio only, just type in Sarcasm City TV on Spotify and follow 5-star us. Same with iTunes, Apple Podcasts, same with SoundCloud, etc., etc. So big up to you lot as well. Hey, shout out to Don T. Make sure you subscribe to Donversation CV. He says, big up, Flawless and Eddie. I still hate you, man, but big up. Yeah, hold that. And Bremo, whoever's at number 9, it should be a fluid front three anyway. Here the thing is with that, Jay, if it's a fluid front three, you want Bremo there. He's the best. If we're doing a fluid front three, he's the best option. And then it's Xerxes and then Sesko. If you are doing the fluid front three thing. Now, Eddie mentioned it about structure, but I would definitely go with Bremo as the 9 till the end of the season. Low block, or whether we're dominating the ball and facing the low block, or the opposition has possession like Manchester City and we're counter-attacking. I'm going with Bremo, because I think against the low block, he already shown what he can do for a counter-attack. against the low block, he's good enough at holding the ball up. He can do that. He's good enough to link up play. He's good enough to also be an outlet as well. So that's where I'm at with it. But yeah, shout out Bodo Glimt beating City 2-0. But we are going to close out. Lewis is live, so put Sarcasm City TV raid in his chat. Make sure you subscribe to the Sarcasm City TV Extra YouTube channel as well. Subscribe to Sarcasm City TV Extra YouTube channel. We'll be live on there for that Real Madrid Monaco people. So that'll be the game I'm doing. But I'm sure more of the ManDem will be joining the watch along. And they'll be watching different Champions League games, people. But yes, that's what I'm there for. Is Veta doing a watch along? Let me check. Is Veta doing a watch along? You from City? Is none of the City lot doing a watch along? Oh, True City Fan TV, who's on there? Let me check. Who's on there? Oh, Kels is on there. You know what? I'm going to send you lot over there. Just put Sarcasm City TV raid in the chat. I'm going to send you lot to True City Fan TV. Is. But yeah. Subscribe to Sarcasm City TV Extra. But let me send you lot over to True City Fan TV. That's what I'm going to do. Send you lot over there. Because they struggling right now, so they need all the help they can get, Manchester City. So Sarcasm City TV raid in the chat over there. But this has been the ManDem United podcast live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube. Thank you very much for tuning in. And again, people, yes, the show with Rants is next. So 15 minutes, I'll be on with Rants on his channel. Yes, 7:45 p.m. UK time, Real Madrid versus Monaco. That'll be on the Sarcasm City TV Extra YouTube channel. Then I'm back on here 11:30 p.m. The Manchester United, Manchester City pod, people. The Manchester United, Manchester City pod. Guess what? With Veta Games TV, people. With Veta Games TV. So you know that's going to be good. But this has been the ManDem United podcast live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube. Thank you very much for tuning in. Sarcasm City TV raid in the True City Fan TV chat because they're struggling right now. Big up.